Hey everybody, welcome. This is Shonda and Rafael's watch list, and we're going to get into season 4, episode 4 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. It was a good episode this week. We have some nice clips to talk to you about. First off, we're going to get into Melody and Tiffany's conversation. It was a juicy conversation. We finally got some of that transparency that we have always wanted to see from Tiffany. But we also got some really good clarification on what went down the previous episode with the children and Martell's book signing event. So before we get into that, I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe, and also ring the bell so that you'll get notifications of when we post new videos. What we're going to do first, though, we're going to show a clip of the segment, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about it. See you on the other side.
Lewis and Martell met up.
Okay.
And Martell invited Lewis to a book signing event. I was very surprised. The kid's not there, but you're not there.
I was made aware, not asked about, but made aware of a book signing maybe a day before, a day or two, on a time that it's my week to have them.
I did not know that part.
I think so many times when it comes to us setting boundaries and requiring a certain level of respect, you have to teach people that. I've been disrespected for a very long time.
So, as you can see in that clip, Martell has 3 strikes against him. Okay? 3. So, first off, it wasn't his week. The second one, he told Melody, didn't ask her if the children can go to this event. And strike 3 is the fact that he may have told her a day or two before. So everything that transpired with that was of his own making.
It's all his fault.
It is all his fault.
Martell.
Yeah. So here's what you learn from that. And I think all of us who've been in this type of situation where you're separating from your partner and you have children and you're trying to work through that, and there's all this recent past, which is what Melody also brought up. You have this recent past, so your relationship's a bit contentious. So the best thing you can do for yourself and your children is to go by the plan that you've established in court. And that's all, Melody's trying to do here. What Mr. Martell is still trying to do is control. That's exactly what Melody was speaking to, that whole control issue. When you're trying to separate from someone, geez. But one thing I will say, it is not gender specific.
It's not gender specific.
She said that when women like her, move away, the men want to control. It's like I said, it's not gender specific. Women can do the same thing.
Women
and
do
they
the same thing. We've had it both from, she had
oh goodness.
And I had a baby mama drama up to here. I'm glad it's all over now.
Yeah, we both have had issues with previous partners.
But they really want to control you any little way they can. My thing used to be is, when are you going to be there so I can pick my baby up? Oh, I'll let you know. And that just to keep me hanging all day, not knowing when I can, so I can't make no plans and this and that.
And you were trying to go by the court order. I was still having issues with that. So it's just whoever's the most hurt, who really doesn't want the relationship to end, that person's going to cause the most drama. We can go into who does it the most and who doesn't. To me, it's really irrelevant. It's just whoever's the most hurt, whoever has the most narcissistic characteristic.
Whoever's more vindictive and
all
that.
Yeah. So that's what drives that kind of stuff. So I was glad to hear that, when Melody was talking, she's just very specific and very measured. And I really enjoyed that interaction with her. How she pulled. Like that. Yeah. Because she calms herself and she's just like, very matter of fact. When Tiffany spoke to, well, there's his side, her side, and then the truth. She's like,
I just want to challenge you to not make decisions off of all the history and baggage.
No, this is the thing. That past never goes away. And let's be clear, we're not even been divorced a year yet. I have to look at my recent, because it ain't a past, it's a recent past.
Yeah, they always say there's his side, her side, and the truth, right? Because I'm really surprised.
My side gonna always be the truth, because I ain't gonna lie.
Because I'm really surprised of your response, because he was really sad. Like, he seemed sad that y'all weren't there.
And I wasn't even invited myself, if I'm not mistaken. So y'all weren't there. We can cut the y'all piece out. So many women in my position, when they walk away, these exes still try to run their lives.
Yeah, and they can't.
Still try to control them.
My side is going to be the truth because I don't have any cause to lie.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why Tiffany is trying to be some sort of conduit. She's not a conduit. She doesn't have the skills to do that.
The way she came in with the thing, talking to Melody. halfway siding with Martell, saying, oh, but he looks so hurt. And I just want to challenge you to not look at the past and just move forward. She ain't no freaking counselor. Who is she? She thinks she's Yana or somebody?
No, she is no
What is wrong with this
She's
woman?
not even Dr. Phil.
I know. But what is wrong with this woman? Coming and talking that mess. And then when Melody sets her straight, she goes, oh, well, I didn't know that. No, you didn't know that.
Right.
You didn't know that part. That's why you shouldn't be interjecting up in this shit
you
right
really
here.
Shouldn't. And if you are going to approach your friend, you need to really be objective. Just because you had this previous interaction with the other person and you heard their side of it, just sit that on the shelf somewhere, and before you start making,
don't say nothing.
Comments and stuff. It's just
That's why her and Lewis, they like the perfect match or something.
They are. They're very weird. They're very weird. I can't wait to get into the whole Lewis thing because, whew, my guy Marceau just cleared everything up with this guy. He couldn't move. He couldn't move.
But let's get to the part with Tiffany, right?
Yes.
We're going to show you another clip.
There's more. Yes, we're going to show you another clip. We get some of that transparency that everyone's been wanting from Tiffany. So we're gonna get into that on the other side of this clip.
I've been divorced before. My first marriage, we made all of the mistakes. Unfortunately, he passed away.
So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like, I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to work from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources. And for me to do the same, and just want a different life.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle than he was able to provide. And so you said, you know what, this, I'm out of here. I need more money.
I ain't saying she a gold digger. But she ain't messing with no broke. I ain't saying she a gold digger.
All right, yeah.
She a gold digger.
Yeah, she revealed herself. That was her.
That's what she all.
Former.
Woo, boy, and the way Melody brought it out of her, and just the smile on her face was she like, oh, let's just keep. Well, short story. You just a gold digger.
I mean, basically, that's what she said. That's what she, basically what she
said. Long story short, you a gold digger.
Yeah. Because little Miss Tiffany was just trying to finesse the language and make it sound.
Oh, resources.
Yeah.
After working 10 hours a day and he still had no resources, you mean money.
Yes.
Come on.
Because she said she wanted to go to a different level and all of that.
She wanted a different level of resources.
You know.
She wanted to add another zero.
That's
she probably ain't got that now either. What she got is a big old lawnmower and this much of a backyard to mow. That's what she got.
Yeah, she's not on really. I don't see where she's on a different level. I mean, if you look around the home, the furnishings and everything's pretty basic. She's not living like Melody. Melody is pretty posh.
Yeah, she ain't living like they are. She ain't doing what the Scots is doing either.
Yeah. The Holts and the Scots are a little above, and that's not a bad thing. I mean that she's not. And hopefully.
But you don't leave your man. You're not gonna leave your man over it. No.
No. No, we're gonna work together and work it out. That's me. But other women are just not. And it's interesting that she, unfortunately, she did share that her ex-husband passed away, also. But somehow,
how did he pass away? And did she get anything from that? Was she still on the insurance?
My gosh.
I'm just saying, it sounds kind of fishy to me because she's kind of young. She's around 30 years old. And how old was the dude? Working that 70-year-old man, working him 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
And left him because he didn't have resources. This is tough.
And I'm not sure if her son is his son as well, because she said that he loved her, and she named her son, loved them both unconditionally.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
so
how you going to say that about your own? Yeah.
I don't know if he was
this old man that took her in and her son and worked 10 hours a day.
We don't know if
he worked 10 hours a day. He was 75 years old. He couldn't retire. He worked 10 hours a day. And then she left him, broke his heart, after she claimed he was her soulmate, and died.
See, this is what happens when you're not clear. The internet runs amok. And he's the internet. His imagination goes crazy.
Google it.
So I am just going to go by what the woman says. I'm not going to sit here. I have questions, and hopefully they will be revealed later on. So anyway.
Melody was just in there, just digging it in and sticking that knife in there and just, but you broke his heart. And just smiled. Oh, that was funny.
He was your soulmate.
That was so funny.
And it's interesting, the whole soulmate part. I hope she expands more about that, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I'm just... Tiffany and Lewis, we're not the biggest fans of theirs, but
no, and I don't know why they on the show.
Yeah, and then that Stormy character.
Oh, Stormy is something that we talk about her maybe in a couple of weeks. She really do something, but yeah, she weird too.
Yeah, I'm just not interested.
But I don't know why Tiffany and Lewis are on the show. Maybe it's just to get us mad, or are they trying to look for some type of marriage counseling reality show later on down the line, because they try to act like they marriage counselors, but in every business. And Lewis feels like he has to do it. He just couldn't get the message. And we're gonna play the tape. We'll play the tape when he went and walked in there with Martell, and you see this man actually struggling with being able to just let it go, dude. Don't nobody want to talk about their marriage with you.
Yeah.
Here's the clip.
All right.
Everything. Who the hell do you think you are talking about my marriage? Do you think you have the right to talk about my marriage?
Number one, did I go into details about your marriage, or did I just base it off of what I saw?
No, that's why I'm saying these words.
You basing comments off of what you saw. You don't know me as an individual.
What I saw was you talking about me.
You really want to go back and unhash all the
I do.
How it came about was from our conversation. It was just a general factor of, like I told you, I felt like there was confidence that was lost, and that's why the communication wasn't there. It wasn't nothing about contradicting your marriage or saying it was bad.
Let me be very clear. My issue is not with you saying that I think confidence was lost. My issue is that y'all said I think they're in a bad marriage. I don't give a damn what else you think I'm talking about. You can offer me advice. I'm not a guy that doesn't take advice. I have not earned the right, if I don't have the relationship, to share that. I can't walk up to you and just tell you how I feel about your wife.
So I don't know you enough to come talk to you? How long have we known each other? I mean, I've been here since '99. I know you prior to that.
You've known of me. We never broke bread. Louis, we smack hands. We're cool. I mean, listen, we're cool.
Straight up. Yeah.
So, right. But what I'm
I see what you're saying at that level of sitting down, personalization. I get that. To me, and that's what I said. I said from day one. There are things for me. I know I still got to earn my way in as far as putting that time in.
At what point does a person say, I got the right to talk about your marriage?
No,
I can't talk to my dad about his
bro.
marriage.
It's never okay to say
I can't
that.
talk to my dad or my mom about her marriage.
Okay. Now, Lewis. What's wrong with Lewis?
I don't know.
Why does he have a need to be up in Marceau's mix? Why does he have a need to be able to talk to him about his marriage?
It's very strange for someone to want to do something like that.
And to try to justify it with bullcrap. He tried to what is he doing? Why are you coming at Marceau like that?
Well, Marceau and Maurice handled that really well. Marceau, like he said in one previous episode, he knows how to communicate. That man is a very highly effective communicator.
Yeah.
He is always laser focused on his version of the truth and how he sees it. And it's usually right. I mean, his whole thing is to move at a steady pace. Don't pay attention to the nonsense. Get your money, set your priorities, and just keep it moving.
And keep it moving.
He don't have time for the bullshit. He really doesn't. And I admire that in him. I really do
too. Yeah, I like that a lot too.
Yeah.
And where I see it, they got Lewis set up to do some crazy because his wife sent him over there to talk to him about what went on. And I just wanted to clear some things up about what we talked about way back months ago at the reunion. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I do like the way Marceau just put it out to him and said, this is what it is. But then Lewis comes up with, well, don't I know you well enough? And he's like, no, you don't know me. You know of me.
Yeah.
We're not friends like that.
Yeah. It was almost, the conversation was almost like a boxing match.
It was.
And Lewis kept being on the ropes and he would try and get from under the rope. And Marceau would just punch him right back in there.
Until Lewis was like, okay, I'm sorry. But then he gets up on the confession tape and he still don't know what he did wrong.
No, he
still doesn't. If I did something wrong, I'm sorry. He still don't want to admit that getting into a man's marriage and you don't even know him, you don't comment on something until he come to you saying, hey, brother, what do you think I should do? Mm-hmm. That's the only time you should do something like that.
And you know what? The most difficult thing is to deal with someone where you lay out the truth, right? And they concur with the truth eventually. But then they're left to their own devices, and then they're back at square one. It's like
then they go back and say, "Oh, well, no, I still don't think so." What? What is that?
Oh my gosh! The first thing
he said, "Well, I could still watch and think, but I'm not gonna say. But I'm still gonna be up in your business, man."
That's basically it. So they're gonna be revisiting this, I guess, just to move the show along. But really, I just kind of the producers of these shows, they can make these reality shows a lot better if they wouldn't keep with the repetition. But I understand people still watch and all that. That's all fine.
And we watch it and we get mad because we see the craziness. And
well, eventually I turn off. So. But. I'm not going to stick around for the nonsense. But right now, this episode was really good. And I do want to get back to how Lewis was trying to wiggle out by lying.
By lying.
He was saying that Marceau was talking about his marriage,
which
he never did. He never did.
His only thing with Lewis was that you trying to get in my stuff and you not qualified.
Right.
And Lewis trying to say, well, you tried to say I wasn't qualified.
Right.
Well, what? You not.
He said when you're 11 months in, you've already had a failed marriage. You're 11 months into the existing marriage that you have. You can't counsel nobody. You're not qualified. I mean, it's just that simple.
And little do he know if Lewis know that his wife's a gold digger. And if the money ain't right, she gonna be gone, soulmate or not.
I wonder if he knows about.
I know that somebody else was her soulmate and it's not him.
Yes.
Now let's talk about that, Lewis.
Woo! We might have that.
You don't
come
want
back
nobody.
around.
Oh, that's gonna come back. And he don't want nobody coming out with that because he said himself, y'all can't be talking about my marriage.
Yeah.
You don't know me like that.
Yeah.
So he gonna get in other people's stuff.
Yeah. So Tiffany and Lewis, they want to be on the show. Let's just drag them through the dirt and see how they fare. With all of that. Good luck. Whitlows. All right. So the next thing I did want to go back to, because I think earlier I mentioned how I thought Marceau deserves his own spinoff. Because he does. I get the way I see it.
Marceau. She's a stan.
I
got you a fan right here, Marceau.
I'm a big fan of him. I get a little nervous with the gaslighting and all of that, but I just have this feeling he's a real solid dude, and I think I do have an issue with him going to Africa without Tisha that I don't understand, but hey, that's their marriage, whatever.
Oh, well,
but
so I can go to Africa?
No, not without me.
No. See, Marceau could go to Africa, but I can't.
Well, I'm not Tisha. I'm not Tisha.
Wow. Okay.
But like I was saying, he deserves his own spinoff. I could just see it working around Black, building his crew with Black, and then all the other ventures that he's in, and just watching him masterfully work through all the dynamics of running these different avenues of income for him. And also, have Tisha in that as well, obviously.
Because she's probably the backbone somewhere
I think
in
so.
there too.
I think so.
She's not she does her part.
Yeah, I think they would be really good together having their own spinoff.
Yeah.
And away from all
the clownness and all
drama,
that stuff.
The seventh grade behavior.
And showing the Black family putting in the work and being successful.
Yeah. I could definitely see that. And I can also see Kimmy doing more of those what was she? She was on that where she was a realtor. Well, she is a realtor, but she was helping someone find a house. Yeah. And she was like a guest realtor on the show.
Yeah, it was on,
I forget which one it was too, but
it was
good. And I think she'd be really good at a show like that too. So they all have their talents and their niches, but the spinoff, the money for the spinoff is in Marceau if they plan to do something like that. It would be really good. Because he's hilarious, and he's real.
He's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that about it. I like the Scott brothers.
I do too.
They're good.
I do too. And it was funny in the beginning of the segment when Maurice was talking to Marceau about their honeymoon.
Oh, you want to play that tape?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll play the tape.
Because that's what spurred this whole thing. So we're going to show that, and then we'll come back and wrap up.
Play the tape.
It's all right. That's what I had to fight her off me. Yeah. All right, that might be too much information for me.
Nah, man, you're married. You've been married the longest.
What happens in Puerto Rico doesn't stay in Puerto Rico, but what happens in your bedroom stays in the bedroom. Maurice needs to understand that he's talking about my sister-in-law. I don't want to hear about this.
Okay, cut the tape. Hold off on that.
All right. So you can see how funny my friend Marceau is.
He
So
hilarious.
he is.
He's a hoot.
He's a hoot, and he's about his business, and I admire that so
He's
much.
a hoot, and he's like, that's my sister-in-law. You talk about? I want to see,
I don't want to see that.
I like talking about my sister. What are you talking about?
That's too much information, man. Too much information.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway,
Hope
that's
y'all,
our take
yeah.
on episode 4 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And
season 4.
Yeah, season 4, episode 4. Hope you liked it. Again, if you stuck around all the way through, please make sure you like and subscribe.
Yep.
And ring the bell so you get notifications of any new videos that we post.
And leave a comment. We need people to leave comments so we can comment back and see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And there is also a dislike button. I'll tell you right now, if you don't like it, hit the dislike button. But then you have to leave a comment so we know what you don't like.
That's right. All right. Well, we will see you guys next time.